This week we are leading up to the Race for the Cure, which is Saturday morning on Willow Island. And this morning we wanted to introduce you to Elaine McNeill. It has been 10 years since you were diagnosed. How are you?
I'm good.
Great.
I'm good. I'm ready for Saturday morning.
Outside of having to wake up early with us, which
yeah,
we thank you
tired.
for that. You know, we've been talking with people all week about there's a very intensely personal experience when you participate in the Race for the Cure. What has it meant to you?
Oh, you know, the first time I ran this race, I had been less than a year out of diagnosis and treatment. And when I saw all those pink shirts, it was just a sea of pink. And I'm thinking, wow, this is awesome because I'm not in this alone. I have all of this support. I have all these people that are here because of the medical community and all the support that they have gotten and the resources through Komen and all of the resources that are available here in Madison.
A lot of people, so the pink shirts, for folks who haven't been there, what do they represent? Because that's the important thing when you're talking about
They represent hope. Because if you have a pink shirt on, you are still here. And hopefully you'll be here for a long time.
This is, and you and I were talking before in the commercial break just about this idea of hearing those words, you have cancer, and then having to share it with your relatives and with your family and your friends. Talk about that journey if you can and how challenging that's been.
Well, you know, just being told that you have breast cancer it just makes you freeze. You're shocked and you don't know which direction to go, and then all of a sudden all these resources open up to you. So now you have to share this with your family, your spouse, your children. And I remember the day I told my son and grandson, I made a special trip to their house and said, this is exactly what's going on. And they just looked at me and said, oh my gosh. They were very surprised because, you know, I'm picture of health, here I go, mom's running, doing all these things, and all of a sudden, she's got breast cancer. It was total surprise.
We have about a half a minute left, Elaine, but I wanted you to reference kind of the services that open up to you. This, obviously, we're raising money on Saturday. Race for the Cure raises money for Susan G. Komen. If you can, briefly tell people, what are some of those services that open up to folks?
Oh, you know, Komen is so supportive of the resources. If you need someplace to go, if you don't have the resources such as women that can't afford to have mammograms now, we have a place we can do that. The research, the funds, everything has come through since the 10 years that I've been diagnosed, and it's just wonderful how things have advanced, and Komen has been such a great part of being available for those women that don't have all these resources at hand.
Elaine McNeill, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me, and thank you to Channel 3 and everyone here.
You'll have to come by and say hello at the finish line on Sunday. Hattie, Charlotte, and I will be there.
I will.
Terrific. We'll see you there.
Okay.
Speaking of the finish line, we are going to be broadcasting live from the race, sharing a 90-minute special highlighting survivor stories and the impact that Komen has had on our community. That's this Saturday from 8 to 9:30 live from Willow Island. If you're at the race, as I mentioned, stop by, say hi to us. We're going to be all out there, and you can DVR the program then that's airing.